Review. Purpose to critically or evaluate an artwork or even for a public audience. Generic structure. First, orientation. Second, evaluation. Third, interpretative recount. Fourth, evaluation. Fifth, evaluation summation. Dominant language features. First, focus on specific participants. Second, using adjectives. Third, using long and complex clauses. Fourth, using metaphor. Reviewed text is a text which focuses on particular participants. Reviewed text as a direct expression of opinions, draft views of attitudinal axis. Reviewed text is a text which uses of elaborating and extending clause and group complexes to package the information. Reviewed text is a text which uses of metaphorical language. Example: choosing web hosting. Website appears more important as it simply becomes the second home in virtual world. Certainly, it is very reasonable to selectively choose web hosting company for building, managing, and maintaining the web. There are a lot of hosting companies. They provide several services to convince the customer and try to represent as the best web hosting company. Actually, customers will get benefit. Customers will have alternatives to be chosen. Which one is the most suitable for them? There are some aspects which have to be considered before choosing one. Feature looks like to be the most considered aspect. Does the hosting company provide all features which we need? Make a list of them, then check whether they are available or not in the package. Compare the volume or quality of the feature. It is reasonable or not. Cheap price will be the favorite one. Everyone will like the cheap price. However, it cannot be said that it's cheap or expensive if there are not compared products referring to the feature and quality. For example, try to compare HostMonster, HostGator, Yahoo Host, and other host companies. Many things have to be known before choosing one, but the included feature on offer price might be the main aspect to be considered. Generic structure analysis. First, orientation. What the topic will be evaluated. For example, website appears more important as it simply becomes the second house in virtual world. There was in the first paragraph. Second, evaluation. It is shown on the second paragraph. For example, there are a lot of hosting companies. There was in the second paragraph. Third is interpretative recount. It is performed on the third paragraph. For example, feature looks like to be the most considered aspect. There was in the third paragraph. Fourth, evaluation. It is the evaluation of interpretative recount. For example, cheap price will be the favorite one. There was in the last paragraph. 5. Evaluative summation. It is written on the last paragraph. For example, many things have to be known. There was at the last paragraph.
Analytical exposition purpose to reveal the readers that something is the important case. Generic structure 1. Thesis 2. Argument 3. Reiteration or conclusion. Dominant language feature 1. Using modal 2. Using action verb 3. Using thinking verb 4. Using adverb 5. Using adjective 6. Using technical terms 7. Using general and abstract noun And 8. Using connectives or transition. Analytical exposition and expository text identifies and characteristic certain phenomenon which happen around us. Expository text can be in form of definition, summaries, and explication. Analytical exposition is one of argumentative text which presents some supporting idea on why certain White's opinion is important. The opinion is formulated in a thesis which need to prove by selecting arguments. Both analytical exposition and hortatory exposition are classified as argumentative easy. Both present arguments to support the thesis that in orientation. The thesis plays the right position on the essay. From the generic structure, what makes big difference is that analytical exposition ends with paragraph to strengthen the thesis, while hortatory makes a recommendation for readers. Next example, is smoking good for us? Before we are going to smoke, it is better to look at the fact about 500 people die every year in Britain as direct results of smoking. This is 7 times as many as die in Rhode Island. Nearly a quarter of smokers because of diseases caused by smoking. 19% of lung cancers are caused by smoking. If we smoke 5 cigarettes a day, we are 6 times more likely to die of lung cancers than a non-smoker. If we smoke 20 cigarettes a day, the risk is 19 greater. 95% of people who suffer of bronchitis are people who are smoking. Smokers are 2.5 times more likely to die of heart disease than not smoker. Additionally, children of smokers are more likely to develop bronchitis and pneumonia. In 1 hour in smoky room, non-smokers breathe as much as substance causing cancers as if he had smoked 15 cigarettes. Smoking is really good for tobacco companies because they make much money from smoking habit. Smoking, however, is not good for everybody else. Generic structure analytic thesis. This pre-conclusive paragraph states the right point of view about the topic discussed. Wright has shown himself and clear position of the discussed topic. Paragraph 1 is the thesis of this analytical exposition text. Argument. Presenting arguments in analytical exposition text is as important as giving conflict plot in narrative text. The series of arguments, we strengthen the thesis stated before. In this example of analytical exposition text, paragraph 2 and 3 are detailed arguments present in a reporting fact to support that smoking is not good even for smokers themselves. Reiteration, this end paragraph actually is restating the thesis. It is something like conclusive paragraph from the previous argument. The last paragraph of this example of analytical exposition point again that smoking is not good for people around smokers. However, smoking is very good for cigarette companies.